A very good day, folks, and welcome back to my podcast. This is George Nathaniel for you. As I always do, I always come back with very simple topics that relate to our lives, topics that are very positive, topics that motivate, and topics that build towards betterment in all our lives. Well, folks, what is my topic for today? My topic for today is a very simple topic, something that we've been hearing all through our childhood, into our adulthood, and till the time people have expectations out of us. Well, the topic for today is uphold values and emboss the vision. Well, as we know, each one of us are different. Each one of us are important. Each one of us contribute in our own ways. Each one of us makes this world even better. And each one of us has a social life, a professional life, and a life towards social responsibility. And most importantly is understanding how much of expectations there is in terms of upholding values, and how do we emboss the impression. Well, folks, as we sit down and as we gauge over our personal lives, over our professional lives, and over our social responsibilities, let us understand what we are today. What is our contribution to life? And how much more value can we add to life? Well, folks, this is something that we can go on and on and on talking about. But most importantly, this is something that we can continue grow, something we can better, something we can achieve every single day. So whatever we are today, we can always become better tomorrow, and even better that tomorrow towards betterment. And there's no level to betterment. There's no level to our contribution that we make across our personal lives, professional lives, or towards our social responsibilities. And most importantly, there's no limitation as in how much value we can add to life. We can go on and on and on adding values towards betterment, towards well-being, towards a positive scenario. So folks, let us sit down and understand. Life is simple. Let us sit down and understand what we are. Let us sit down and understand that there is a difference in betterment that we can add across our values. So folks, as we sit down and give that precious time to ourselves, as we validate our efforts and understand that yes, the efforts can get better, as we sit down and as we analyze over the vision, we understand that yes, the vision can get bigger. And as we sit down and understand the challenges, we need to accept each one of the challenges. So folks, like the topic goes, uphold values and emboss the impression. Each one of us are important, and I continue to say this, each one of us are important, and each one of us is a contributor in life. So what is most important is looking at life in a positive aspect. Understand how much of value you can add to well-being. Well-being could be in personal well-being, well-being towards professional, personal and social well-being. Let us understand our responsibilities of how much we can better our lives and how much we can better lives going forward. Folks, this is something that we've been hearing time and again. This is something we've been hearing time and again. We've been reading time and again. But most importantly, we need to start validating our efforts. we need to start building over a bigger vision. And we need to understand that yes, every challenge can be overcome. And most importantly, we need to understand that yes, we can build a much better environment. We can be bigger contributors in life. So folks, as we sit down, as we make a list of all the things that we can do, as we make a list of all the things that we can achieve, and as we make a list of all the challenges that we can overcome, let us understand that yes, we can emboss our impression, and that's what builds our individual selves. So folks, as we sit down, let us understand that these are things that we've been hearing all through our lives. And of course, we can always better things. I myself keep working on new things every day. So this is an example of myself. And there is no limitation to what one can do. There is no limitation as to how much one can achieve. And there is no limitation to oneself. We just need to take up the challenge and work towards betterment. We need to be positive, we need to be spirited, and we need to understand that yes, we can be bigger contributors in life. So folks, I leave you with this. I leave you to spend time for yourselves. I leave you to understand that yes, there are so many open places that we can work towards. There are so many open spaces that we can fill in. There are so many newer opportunities that we can take over. And there are so many new accomplishments that we can achieve. My topics are very generic because each one of us have a different vision. We have different challenges. And of course, we have different efforts. So folks, as we sit down and as we gather ourselves, let's work towards upholding values and embossing our impression. I hope you like listening to my podcast, folks. This is George Nathaniel. I always come back with very simple topics relating to betterment in our lives, relating to how much we can add values in the lives, and how we can better our environment. I also have my personal blog and podcast site which is called georgenathaniel.net. Do visit, share, subscribe, leave your impression, put in a request, and I shall try my best to come back and fulfill them. So folks, I hope you like listening to my podcast. This is George Nathaniel for you, and I wish you all a wonderful day ahead.